Hi, Sierra Leone. Today, we are from Professor Sahr Updated. We are the lead for the campaign and how for strategize for this Kush fight. We are waiting after the way President Bido appointed for head this particular fight against Kush. We are waiting for put in place. From the structure that they don't put in place and how for fight drug, not only Kush, but any drug where they harm somebody in a salon. So today, when I go for Kaya from Professor Sahr Updated, when I the lead for this particular fight, I highlight things that we don't put in place. What you need for no access to Leone, because sometimes we could be outside or we don't know what they happen. Everybody go back say, hey, government no they do nothing. From where people they die, they did that, they know they do nothing. But things and they put in place. Yes, we understand. We're not perfect in a salon. But things are in place where at least if we're able to help the fight against the Kush. So when I hear you from Professor Sahr Updated, when I the lead for this particular fight. And what here with the government really plan for do. The one that we don't take the Kush, that they fed for men them. After that, what here with they're supposed for do. So now we inform share the program to other people and make them know, because good information is hard for spread though. But when they talk about bad thing, they go you see everybody they press west no more. But as long as something we have good information, it's very difficult for pass out. But we will continue for digging for do this because we feel like that gap they be done there. Because way something they happen, people are not there for come spread that message they out. The bad message I no more go, but we'll continue for digging and do your best what you can do. So you can share the video to your brother, your sister, your uncle, or somebody with a sibling to you. So you gonna know exactly what they happen. So thank you. See you in the next.
I don't come alone. I come with all my pillar leads. So I come highly protected with pillar leads. So I'm glad the way you asked me for give an update from the time where His Excellency the President set up this task force and where he appoints me as national coordinator. Following the guidance from the interministerial committee, the task force being able for establish a lean but very robust structure. And immediately after that, we go up country, all the 16 districts for do what we call a scoping mission. That now for actually identify the resources we are available at each district and for actually talk to the district leaders and for know the magnitude of the Kush problem at the community level. After that scoping mission, we establish for ourselves certain goals. And then goals were established for ourselves as a task force. One, now for make sure say we reach 70% of community nationwide with information on Kush. The second goal was set up for ourselves now for reduce youth drug abuse by 80% in the first 1 to 2 years. And three, we want to establish at least one treatment center and 1 or 2 rehabilitation centers in each of the districts within the next 1 year. And four, we want to make sure say we support at least 70% of individuals who are in the past through this program for make sure say they go back to school or we integrate it at the family with their families or get them to work. And the last one, but not the least, we want to make sure so we reduce the availability of Kush by over 80% within the first 1 year. The structure of the response, based on, again, the advice of the Interministerial Committee, where the Honorable Minister, a member of that committee, the structure is in such a way that we get the president up there, they will get the Interministerial Committee, and below the Interministerial Committee, we get the National Coordination Committee, where me, the national coordinator, and we get a 24/7 situation room. That means anything will happen at the country, you we reported that situation room day, and the appropriate person will go task them for take the necessary action on that. And then we actually operate on 5 pillars based on the declaration of His Excellency the President. And then 5 pillars them. One, now public information and risk communication. This particular pillar, now the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, together with the Ministry of Health, now then the leader pillar. And the main work now for make sure so they conduct nationwide campaign for increased access to accurate information on dangers of the use of drug or kush. And the second pillar, now community engagement. This pillar is led by the Ministry of Local Government and Community Affairs and the Ministry of Health. The main work now for make sure so they engage all community leaders and groups for make sure they will deliver all the activities of the response. And additionally, they work now again for gather and channel community feedback for inform with response. The third pillar, now care and treatment. The Minister of Health and the ladies pillar and Minister of Social Welfare, the co-lead. The main function now for ensure the availability of treatment programs for substance abuse disorders. Then secondly, now for make sure so they conduct testing for identify the active ingredients of the kush. One, make sure so we do that